So these are really cute little mini treat boxes and super easy to do. We're going to start with a sheet of 12 by 12, but actually trim it to 8 inches wide. So you want 12 by 8 as a starting point. Then, once we've got our 8 inches, you're going to bring it onto your scoring board. Now, on the boxer board, you do have a fine head embossing tool, but I'm going to use one of the slightly larger ones because this is a little bit of a thinner cardstock and I don't want any cracking. Right, so first of all, on the longer sides, we want to score at 2.5 inches on both sides. So you're going to score down at 2.5 inches, turn it right around and score at the 2.5 inches again. And then on the longer sides, first of all, we're going to score the first one at 2.25 inches, but not all the way down. We're going to come 2.25 inches up to the first line, not in the middle, and out from the bottom. Okay, so you just don't press hard at all when we're in the middle section. Then we're going to come all the way down at 5.5 inches. Okay. Now turn it right around and do the same again. So 2.25 inches, we're going to score up to that first line, ever so gentle in the middle and take it out. And then we're going to score at 5.5 inches all the way down, which will leave us that nice little panel in the centre. Now, I like to score and burnish the crease lines first of all. See, that's going to form our little box, but these crease lines we're going to cut away. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut all the way down the centre with here like this, and you're going to cut this corner away. So the same again, we're coming all the way down the centre of the crease line, and we're taking this bit away. And the same on the other two sides. Now you'll see these pieces in the centre are going to form the inner piece of a box. So can you see when we stick this together, it's going to make a nice strong box. So if you just want to make sure that it comes into place nicely, you just want to take a little sliver out from all of these. I'm right-handed, so I find it easy to cut the sliver to my right. So if you notice, I'm always just flicking the card over to cut that sliver down. So that these pieces will fold in, form that nice box in the centre, and this forms the wrap that comes around it like that. Okay, now for our box panel, and I'm just going to trim off a little bit at the sides here so that it will stick in place nice and easy. So when we're sticking our box panel in place, tacky glue is probably the best glue because you've got a little bit of manoeuvrability time. So I can pop this, it's going to come into there. Do the same with this piece on this side. And you see that will come into place, but this is what I'm saying about the manoeuvrability. I'm going to manoeuvre that into place, but because it's tacky glue, the reason tacky glue got its name is it's tacky as soon as we stick it together, so it's going to hold really quickly so that you don't need to sit and hold it. Or I remember back in the day when I started crafting, you always used to have some pegs to hand and you would sit and peg things in place. Instead of having to do that, that tacky glue holds quickly, but you've got that manoeuvrability time. There we go, I've had plenty of manoeuvrability. We'll do the same here. I'm going to put tacky glue all over the edge Notice I'm not using a lot of it. I'm covering a large surface area, but only allowing a little bit of glue out of the tube. And then when we pop those into place, it acts as like an extra layer of strength inside the box here. Manoeuvred into place there. So I've got my nice little box, the box that is inside the wrap of the gift bag, and actually I quite like to just put a couple of little holes through, or just a single hole, and a little bit of twine will hold it all in place. There you go. Now I've chosen to do that one in like a nice patterned paper, or this one here you can see we've just done a few little die cut pieces. If you've got any cutting dies, these are brilliant for little cutting treats on the front of your box.